what stood out to you about practice today?
They played super hard. We have a lot of depth, a lot of talent. The guys, I thought, played like they knew that. I talked about that yesterday, and it led to a lot of competition. We played live 95% of the time, which sometimes leads to mistakes, but good mistakes just because the energy was so good. I know we can't play like that the whole season. We picked up full, super physical. Got to put your hands on people nowadays in the NBA. So it's good to see the guys do that. Different units got to play with each other, and against each other. That's what we wanted to see. So it was a good first day in the sense of, their focus overall.
I imagine one of the reasons you want guys in the gym so much is you can start from a higher floor. Did you feel that today, that some of the concepts and stuff are already there?
Yeah, and you still have to start simply, I think, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. And, guys playing with Valanciunas for the first time, his temperature of how he drops, defensively, where he likes to catch it, all that stuff, no matter what you run, is more about being comfortable with each other. And that's reps and repetition. And I'll say this again, I want to give the young guys a lot of credit, guys that have been in our gym all summer. And our player development guys have done such a good job because they brought it today. And they pushed the starters early. And as usual, the starters in the end kind of come out ahead. But that's what you need from everybody in the gym. Everybody competed at a really high level. If you're going to be a good team with the limited amount of practices that we have, you got to take advantage of these days. You can't waste your time. So it's good to see.
Coach, can you talk about being here in San Diego and then just getting up and down this weekend out here?
The weather's super nice. No, we love coming here. San Diego, there's something about it. It's relaxed. I feel like the guys are always in a good headspace here. We've stayed at a couple of hotels here, both very nice by the water. And just the school here. We've been at San Diego State. We've been here. Great facilities. It's a good place to be for this, to come together, with your second family. And I really mean that. And we've done it a lot here.
Is it a shame that we don't have an NBA franchise here in San Diego?
I can't comment on that. I will say it would be nice if there was one to come visit it. My father actually played for the San Diego Rockets way back in the day, so great jerseys.
With Tom Donovich?
With Pat Riley. I don't remember who else is on that team because I wasn't alive for 25 more years. But it was all he told me is he lived on Torrey Pines, but it wasn't Torrey Pines like we know it to be now. So, yeah.
Yesterday, John said he thought Cole was just in a really good headspace. I guess, what have you seen from him in that regard, kind of coming into camp?
Well, I've only seen him for, under 24 hours. No, but you're right. He had a good mentality about him today. I thought all the starters did. I thought they were more into what they were doing defensively than offensively. Offensively, we're always going to score. But I thought the defense today is what stood out to me with that group. They flew around. They always moved the ball. Felt like, like I said, the mentality of not just him, but the whole first unit was exciting to see. And then it's nice, that second unit was really pushing them. That second unit will fluctuate. We'll try different people, different positions. He's, when Nikola feels good about what's going on around him, he's great. And when he doesn't, he's great. So it's just up to us to continue to get better every day.
How are you getting these guys to buy in defensively?
I think defense sometimes in our league is so hard that it's not how you drill it. It's just, do you want to do it? It really is. Are you willing to do what it takes? It may take away from your offense a little bit. And I would love to see our defense get better. And if our offense takes a little step back, we'll be fine. So to have the depth we have, there's no excuse to play extremely hard, put your hands on people, not worry about being in foul trouble like we've had to do in the past. So it's a different way of looking at the game. And we have to demand it, every day. Put your hands on people, challenge each other, and it helps our offense too, because that's how the league's gonna be played this year.
Yesterday, Aaron Gordon said, "I'm going all in on defense this year. We have enough offense." What do you think of that concept?
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Aaron just kind of always seems like he's like Clay. He just changes every year wherever you need him to be. He's got to be the lead ball handler, post people up, play the split game, be the guy that cuts, doesn't get the ball, get somebody else's shot. And defensively, it's the same idea. You guys have seen him. He's guarded Luka. He's guarded Trae Young. He's guarded every kind of player. He's guarded centers in the playoffs. So what I expect from Aaron is what I see every year, which is whatever we need to do to have the best season possible.
Guys like Bruce and Jalen have talked about picking up three-quarter, full court more often. I guess what was kind of like the inspiration for kind of encouraging that? Was it seeing what other teams have done to Jamal in the playoffs, or just what about that makes sense for you and this team?
Well, actually, it's good, in a competitive way. And I think if guys can do it, they should be doing it if you're not playing a lot of minutes. But I also think because we have so many lead ball handlers on this team, not just Jamal, but they're going to get picked up. And so it's great practice for a guy like Peyton Watson who can initiate offense. Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson, Jamal, Jalen, all these guys. And then we saw it in the playoffs, to your point. Teams picked us up when they thought they had a matchup where they could turn somebody. Now the shot clock's at 14 when you initiate your offense. So it's a good way to play. It doesn't make the clips pretty when you watch the film, but that's okay because that's how the league is. And if you want to get better against pressure, you have to actually do it. You can't just hope it just works out from doing dribbling drills in the summer. So it's cool to see the guys do that. It's a commitment because it's hard. But yeah, they did it today for one day. We'll see how it goes the rest of the way.
Bruce is obviously.
And I think when guys play together, those things kind of formulate from how they play off each other, as opposed to maybe a guy that is an individual scorer. That's easier to look at and go, okay, this is how we're going to use this person. But I want to see how Bruce plays off Valanciunas, Tim Hardaway. That'll tell me what Bruce is going to be. We all know what Bruce does well. It's just how he fits in with those guys.
How different was it for you preparing for training camp as a head coach? Logistically, is there more on your plate? Are you able to focus on what you wanted to coming in?
It was a lot different. It was, I think, because you're not thinking about basketball, which sucks. You're thinking about logistics that are boring. A lot of media stuff that is the same question over and over, which is okay. So this was to be honest, that's why it was really fun to get out there and just coach. That's the best part of this. We prepped as a staff, but you, all kidding aside, like it's just fun to get on the court, and that doesn't change. My voice. I've said this before. I use my voice a lot the last however many years I've been here. So this was kind of the same thing. And the staff did a great job. The guys that came back, the new guys, tons of energy in here. That's what we were looking for.
You told Spencer Jones went down really early in practice.
Yeah.
What happened there, and what do you know about it?
Yeah, we started practice really physically, and in one play, Julian's lost a tooth, Spencer gets hurt. So the physicality was there, man. I told Spencer, you're really impactful. He played one possession, but we know what Spence is. That's what he brings. He's extremely physical. He's a guy that fits today's NBA. I think if he stays with it, he'll get an opportunity because I really mean it. His type of game is going to translate in the league now. He can make an open shot and he can really guard, honestly, sometimes five different positions.
It's the tooth Julian has lost multiple times, I imagine.
I think so, yeah, but I just couldn't believe it happened on the first play because the guys were so excited to play, and then it was like this, I felt like an NFL coach, like just walk it out, let's go to the other half court so we can keep going, but no, both guys are fine, but Spence had to go get stitches.
And then just a little housekeeping. Everybody else was able to go through everything in practice?
Yeah, and we made, I have to maintenance people. We took Cam out at the end and put a different lineup out there, which is fun to see. Everybody else that they kind of red flagged as possibilities to sit at some point did not. And that's up to me. It's my responsibility to make sure we get the most out of them with the time that we have and don't waste time just to say you did stuff. I told the guys, if you go hard and, we're efficient, maybe we practice for 45 minutes, maybe we practice for an hour and 10 minutes, whatever it is, but let's just get things done every day. That's the goal.
This is one more general question, but how do you think the NBA has changed in, let's say, like the last year? If at all.
In the last year?
In the last year.
Oh, man, the rosters are insane. I'd say the flexibility of all these teams, and it's the same thing. Everybody copies each other. OKC became this, play any way we want to at any point, and they won the championship, so you try to catch up to them. So that's what people have done. And I would say the other thing that's changed is we're realizing that the contracts are big, and having too many of them doesn't give you any depth. So you have to be careful with that. But besides that, it's the same because it's really hard. And it's we know what this is, but it was a great first day for what's coming.
What did you think of the key rule change on it not counting as a field goal attempt?
I have mixed feelings on that.
Yeah.
I've seen guys for years purposely shoot it after the clock's over. So I actually think it's kind of cool, and I also think it's a great example of how lazy we've gotten, where we don't realize that sometimes the percentages don't tell the whole story. I coached Jeff Green in Orlando one year, and the amount of grenades he had to shoot because young guys wouldn't shoot at the end of the shot clock, And I think Jeff ended up at like 30% from three, and everybody said, "Oh, Jeff Green can't shoot." No, it was because he was unselfish and he just fired. So yeah, I see it both ways. But for Nikola, it's great because now he can just go ahead and do what he wants to do with it, which he was doing anyway. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.